Armstrong's brand new S1 setup is now on the market. We're going to test it out today behind the boat and review 3 different size wings. So we're going to test out the 1850, the 1550 and the 1250 front wings with the 300 rear tail. We're going to test them out on the brand new alloy mast and fuselage, and we're going to test it out, see how it goes, and give you a review so you know which foil to get for your experience and your skill level. I'm gonna test out the foil wave on the brand new Step 1 foil kit. So alloy fuse, alloy mast, new setup from Armstrong Foils. What's that? Is that the 1850?
Yeah, it's the 1850 with the 65 centimeter fuse and a 72 centimeter mast.
We've got the 122 WKT board. And
yeah, I've just got it set up. 4 foil tracks.
Pretty mellow lift.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. It's a pretty big wing, a lot of lift, so we don't want to go too far forward. We're going to set it, foil's pretty much in the middle, like a little bit further to the back. Probably got 1 foot strap in. Let's see how you go. Alrighty. Armstrong S1 setup 1850, new alloy mast, new alloy fuselage. Thoughts, questions, queries, review, what do you reckon?
It's pretty good, nice and stable.
Yeah.
Has a really low stall speed.
Super low stall speed. Well, yeah, you look at...
Coming to the second wave, I like stopped pretty much.
Yeah. Well, even when you came from, I missed your first transfer, I was changing lens, but when you came back from left to right, from hillside to toe side,
yeah,
you kind of missed the second wave, and you just kept going,
yeah,
and you were like doing no speed at all before you.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised at the low stall speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit big wing, too much of a big wing for me.
Yeah. So 1850 is more suited to
learning. Yeah.
Learning.
It is really stable.
Yeah.
Setup.
But we're gonna bolt on the 1550 and see how it goes. Hey, bud.
Hey.
How are ya? Oh, look at that. Mr. Foil. 1550. That just looked way more enjoyable than the 1850.
Yeah. A bit more nimble.
More nimble.
Not my weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, still pretty efficient through the water for such a stable wing.
Yeah, so it's efficient through the water. Stable.
Yeah, don't even notice the alloy mast.
So yeah, that was going to be my next question. Was you didn't really notice too much of a difference from a full carbon setup to alloy setup? No.
No, couldn't tell.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're on a performance carbon mast to the alloy, you could probably notice the difference
Out in the surf.
out in the surf. But behind the boat, this is all you need.
Yep.
Yeah, right. So 1850 S1 wing felt like the old CF2 2050. Yeah, pretty stable.
Sort of not like harder to maneuver.
Yeah.
For learning.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then you just said we just went to the 1550, and even from just from looking at the boat, you could see it was way more efficient. You could pump better, you could glide better.
Yeah, way more people in the water.
Yeah.
Turns and stuff in.
Yeah.
It'd still be a really good wing to learn on.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different chill.
Yeah.
Sort of good all round wing, I reckon.
Alrighty guys, so we just finished up riding the new S1 1250. So we've ridden the 1550, the 1850, and now the 1250 as well. What were your thoughts, Ryan? In my opinion, I thought that was one of the better wings out of the three that we tried.
Yeah, like for a small wing, it had a fair amount of lift.
Yeah.
Like even...
Like me at 107 kegs, like I felt like I had plenty of lift and I was never going to fall off the wave.
Obviously a little bit more advanced wing being smaller. So it did have a tighter turning radius, I suppose. So really good for that front wave foiling. And still pretty good for learning if you're a lighter rider as well.
Yeah, like it definitely felt like it wasn't too advanced. Like some of the other foils that we have been riding.
I think that comes down to the 65 fuse and the 300 tail just sort of really locks in that setup.
Yeah, 100%. So across the board, we couldn't really notice a difference between the going to an alloy mast and fuselage compared to the carbon mast and fuselage. So all around, these S1 setups from Armstrong are fantastic value for money. If you want to get into the sport and you don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a full carbon setup, but also being good enough is probably the best thing. It's at that beginner intermediate kind of price range. But when you can go to that 1250, even the 1550, where good enough, you'll see the footage where Ryan could link first to second wave. I could cruise around on the first wave, carve some tight little turns and stuff, and we could pump, glide, and do absolutely everything. And we did put the Flow 235 tail on the 1250 setup. And that just changed it again, just loosened it up a bit. It was a very... If you're a bit more advanced rider and you like that looser tail, the Flow, that in my opinion, that's my setup. That's my quiver of choice is the 1250 with the Flow tail. But yeah, with the 300, still had plenty of fun on it. So Armstrong S1s, get on them. Come in store, jump on a demo, or jump on the website and get yours today.